And what the who? Lead them bitches and they feelin' snub on me. Only time I put my nose inside your business. I don't want my gun to show, so I wear my shirt bigger. This is our world, cause if this was your world, I'd be the villain. Break his whole block down, all I gotta do is business. Stuffing Mac shell drums, turn your crib to Sunday dinner. You don't live here, you visit, this my shit, it's a difference. I don't do lean, Lobos in my cup is what I'm sipping. I don't do dreams, I just say a prayer, go and get it. And it all work out, you know this ain't for play, this ain't for fun. I've been destined for this shit, niggas know that I'm the one. This shit can go 100 yards, you would think I kicked a punt. You would think I had a flare gun on go, you niggas run. They like he an Israelite, all he rap about is guns. Bitch, I'm an Israelite that own a lot of guns. What? That nigga said who? Tell him watch the grind. Yeah, you must be crazy if you ever think of stopping mine. Knock all of the chains out you niggas, make them drop a dime. This tourist hold 12, it is not a zodiac sign. Piss me off, get me in my bag, make me drop a bomb. Drop a nuke, make the world freeze, I can stop the time. Watch what you do, cause once you do it, you can't press rewind. On purpose, I do the opposite, so nigga cross the line. This is different, I ain't looking for trouble, but on point, case you think I rap. Turn him to a vegetable, lead this nigga cabbage patch. No new niggas with me, if you see him, then they got my back. Got it out the mud, big steppin', you can see the tracks, follow me. I could teach you something, have her see relax. If you gon' speak on anything, just make sure it's fact. It's a difference, we are not the same, help them notice that. Pay attention, watch how we move, we can know we can't. Hang around all real niggas and we move as one. This ain't Fortnite, get into it, ain't no 1v1. The smoke I bring to you, you can't take it in with your lung. Life about warfare, we just make it look fun. She asked what kind of oil I got on, I told her give him some. What's the only real niggas left, you better get you one. Chicken shop, giving out wings if I pull a drum. It's a difference, you better watch your words before you eat your tongue. Scrape the whole plate, not a trace nor leave a crumb. Ice falling off the watching chain like it's freezer burn. Daring somebody to say my name, I will eat to him. Loyalty means everything, so I don't eat with them.
I got you. Let it vibe real quick. Look. The city eyes. It's time to Bogart. My God, a real nigga, cause he wasn't no flaw. Posted on the corner like a watchdog. Family secure, got that shot in the closet by the mob ball. Fuck what they heard, tell them it's all true. Be cautious, that foundation falls if you fall through. Look, I keep this shit 50 times 2. Ain't no more heart in this game, I'm John Q. Colder than the avalanche, way above average. My friends taste sweet, told them make me an apple crisp. Left us in the valley full of bones, this where hope found. Child become a man, dark sands get broke down. Riding through Evanston with Mark Quad, telling me how them crackers turn his childhood to a ghost town. Poke a stop, nigga, I lay that game down. I feel his pain, cause nothing is the same now. Let my light shine like heaven through a rain cloud. Glock have a fit like my child, no tangent. Try to warn them niggas, we bear arms like tarantulas. Them other niggas rap, I make anthems. I really seen prophets under this banner. Made my enemies bow down on camera. Told my design I wanted black and white like a panda. I'm better than that nigga that sunk dirty Diana. Look, I move like a Brazilian, precious cargo. Spirit ancient, but I got a new semi-auto. Wave that bitch around like where's Waldo. Sleep if they won't, I cut through they Z's like I'm Zorro. Hate me for his name, so I gotta keep that steel clutch. Trust me, I'm not what you think. I squeeze till it click like Dorothy when the heels touch. The world got me dumb, I don't feel much. Round with Yaradon, just left the state bridge. Looking for a bitch better than Baby's kid. Remember I dropped Quiet Storm, I've been gone ever since. Still in the field, fuck them niggas on the fence, yeah.
Hey, Shalom, Israel. We the I.S.U.P.K. Start out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Under Commanding General YAHANNA. Under Commanding General YAHANNA. The I.S.U.P.K. is not affiliated with any other Hebrew Israelite group. None, nada, zero, zilch. I'm Officer Naquam of the Nashville School. Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shabbarakatham. To my brothers, Yahweh Shamar Alathan Bahashim Yahweh Shai. To my sisters. All right, and we got a good class. Today is the scripture breakdown class, the Thursday night scripture breakdown class. Scripture breakdown class is for anybody who has questions about the scriptures, and your scripture will get broken down, so you'll be able to understand, what the scriptures are talking about. We've been taught from the Christian church the Bible, and the Christian church is confused on the basics, fundamentals of the Bible. But the I.S.U.P.K, the Lord has chosen the I.S.U.P.K to be the teachers of the world. All right, when it comes to this Bible, you have a lot of breakoff groups that came from the I.S.U.P.K, and they're out trying to teach the Bible, but they water down the scriptures and they water down the breakdowns that they learned from the I.S.U.P.K. And not only water them down here, they just straight out change them. All right. And but the truth lies right here inside of the I.S.U.P.K. And for you brothers and sisters who and you brothers and sisters who are out here and want to be involved in, the truth that we had, that the Lord has placed upon the earth, well, this is the place for it. You come to the I.S.U.P.K, you ask a lot of questions. All right. This is how I'm able to be up here to teach the class, is because I was a student that asked a lot of questions. And with me asking a lot of questions, well, guess what? I got a lot of answers. So what I did was wrote down the answers inside of my precept book, and then I studied the precept book. Once I studied the precept book, then guess what, y'all? I was able to go teach what I have learned. All right, and that's how it works. So like thirsty. And that's how it works. You get the knowledge, you ask questions, get the knowledge, and then you go be able to teach. In the I.S.U.P.K, you're not able to teach until you pass your officer test. So for months or maybe even years, you are studying and learning, sitting at the foot of priests and prophets and observing their actions and their words. And that's how you become knowledgeable inside of the Bible. All right. And it's, through the power of the Holy Spirit, you are able to have the zeal to go and teach. All right. And that's how it works inside of the I.S.U.P.K. All right. And you brothers and your sisters out here, like I said, you have to read your Bible. Scripture breakdown is no good without you actually reading the Bible to have questions to get broke down. That's the whole point of the class. All right. And for you to read the Bible, have questions about what you've read, and then ask those questions. All right. And then we're able to give you an understanding on the scriptures that you are reading. But if you are not reading the Bible, then, well, of course you won't have any questions, and that's, where, we tend to go wrong at, thinking that we have an understanding. I still have to ask questions. I ask the generals questions. I ask captains questions. I ask men above me questions, because, I don't know everything, but I do know, what I need to know. All right. And it's important. And I've seen General Hammond. He teaches, he's a 12-year general, but he still asks Commander General YAHANNA questions about the scriptures. So nobody's above asking questions. You know, so don't think that, you know, your questions, and it's important because your questions could be a question that somebody else has. All right. And they just not, you know, they might be scared to ask it, or, you know, just, you know, waiting on somebody else to ask it. But, you know, it's important for you to ask questions when you're growing in the truth. That's the only way you can grow, is with the knowledge of the Most High. All right. And that's how you get it. You know, so if you have questions out there, you can type your questions into the into the chat. We have any questions in the room, you can ask questions. Go ahead, sister.
There's a question on Facebook.
There's a question on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
All right, go
ahead. Jasmine Evans
has.
I'm trying to understand how a man can have multiple wives and it be lawful, even though he didn't make it a law, nor did he make it a law, but all through the Bible, he said a man should, I think it's supposed to say clean to his wife,
right?
Meaning one wife.
All right, so the sister wants to know, what's her name, Jasmine Evans? All right, so the sister wants to know how a man is able to have more than one wife. All right, so when you ask questions, it's important to ask the right way. And I'm gonna explain what I'm talking about, sister. When you ask questions, you should, it's always either is it lawful or is it unlawful? All right. So with a question with multiple wives, you have to ask yourself, is it unlawful for a man to have another wife? That's what you should ask yourself. All right. Or that's the question that you should ask. Is it unlawful? All right. And you say you're trying to understand how. Well, how is because it's not against the law. That's how a man can have another woman, because there's no law that says he cannot. All right. So we have to, and there's so many instances inside of the scriptures where brothers have more than one woman. Now, all right, having said that, there is laws in the scriptures that are for a man if he has more than one woman. All right. So the Lord doesn't say a man can have more than one woman, and he doesn't say a man can't have more than one woman. All right. But if you do have more than one woman, there are laws that you have to, that will govern you when you have more than one woman. And hold on for a minute, let me find out. So like, all right, hold on. Just give me 1 second.
So like you said.
Mm-hmm.
I am one with a part of it be Romans 4:15.
No, it's in the Old Testament.
In the Old Testament?
Yeah, it's in the Old Testament. Hold on, let me find it real quick. All right. Exodus chapter 21. All right. Hold on. Let me find the other one. So this one. I'm find the other one though. Hold on, sis. Yeah.
Is it Exodus 21:10?
That's the one I had at first. That's one of them. But I wanted to find this other one.
You got Leviticus 20:10.
Leviticus 20:10. What is that?
Leviticus 20:10 is, and a man that commits adultery with another man's wife, even he that commits adultery with his neighbor's wife, an adulterer shall surely be put to death. Now that's
No, this is one talking about the hold on, it's talking about the woman if she has it says about the woman. I'm trying to find it. It says that the woman if she has a man has a woman with a that he can't leave her. He don't, he don't.
oh.
He can't leave her because of Salaki. I really wasn't prepared again. Okay, what was that? What was that one you just had? Exodus 21. Read that.
Exodus 21:10.
Yeah.
Exodus 21:10. If I may, sir, he says, if he take him another wife, her food, her raiment, and her duty of marriage shall not diminish.
Right. So is go up some verses.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me see. Because you can't leave. It's talking about how, like, if you got a woman, right, and you love that woman, but you have another woman who you despise, you know what I'm saying? You can't leave her because you don't, like her. It's something in that.
7.
Huh?
It's 7.
Read it.
And if a man sell his daughter to be a maidservant, she shall not go out as a manservant, as the manservants do. If she please not her master, who hath betrothed her to himself, then shall he let her be redeemed. To sell her unto a strange nation, he shall have no power.
That ain't it.
That's not it?
Nah, that ain't it.
9. Okay.
Hold on. Oh, I got it.
Okay.
All right. Deuteronomy 21:15. So like, I don't know what the hell I was saying. Yeah, I don't know what I'm thinking about. My mind was somewhere else. I get. All right, Deuteronomy 21:15. All right. This for the sister. If you're still there, Jasmine. All right. So it says Deuteronomy 21:15. It said if a man, this is the law of a man. If you have two wives, all right. It's not unlawful to have two wives, all right. And there's actual laws that were made for a man if he does have more than one wife. All right. So the Lord is not against you having more than one wife. You can have more than one wife. It's not unlawful. The Lord isn't for it or against it. You do what I'm saying? He can care less. But if you do have one, then there's things that you have to do when you have more than one wife. All right. It said Deuteronomy 21:14. Salaki. 15. He said, if a man has 2 wives, all right? So this is specifically talking about if a man has more than 1 wife, all right? You have 2 wives. I said, one beloved and another hated, and they that are born him children. So now you got 2 wives. One of them, you love this woman, and the one you really don't care for, right? But you got children by both of them. He said, both the beloved and the hated, and if the firstborn son be hers that was hated, then it shall be when he maketh his son to inherit that which he have, that he may not make the son of the beloved the firstborn before the son of the hated, which is indeed the firstborn. So you can't, if you got 2 wives, right? You think of it in today's terms, right? You got 2 baby mamas. All right, one of the baby mamas you like, one of the baby mamas you don't like. All right, you can't treat and you got children, sons by both of them, right? You can't treat the children of the one that you like better than the one that you hate. All right, that's something that our people do. All right, we do that to this day. This law would stop that, because if we follow those laws, then this would stop that, because you have to treat both of the children, equally. But if you have a son, if you have an inheritance that's supposed to go to the son of the one that you hate, the baby mama that you don't like, well, he gets the inheritance first. You can't write and put it into today's terms again. You can't write a will and write out the firstborn son because you don't like his mama. You do what I'm saying? You got to make sure that the firstborn son, gets the inheritance above all other children. All right, that's how our culture, that's how our nation, always moved. You know what I'm saying? The firstborn son is supposed to get the inheritance. All right, so that's a law for if a man has more than 1 wife. A lot of brothers and sisters probably don't know that we actually have laws for men that have multiple wives. And this law isn't about just having multiple wives. This law is about inheritance. That's what this law is about. It wasn't, multiple wives wasn't an issue with our people. Only reason it's an issue with our people today is because we live in a monogamous society. We was taught monogamy. So this is why it's so important now. It wasn't important, while, they was coming out of Egypt. So, it's not a big thing to have another woman for a man. Now, what I will say though, on the flip side of it, every man shouldn't have more than 1 woman. All right. Some men are, because, our men are able to, just because you are, are allowed to have it, just because you can have it, don't mean every man should have it. Every man should, because a lot of brothers aren't, capable of leading more than 1 woman. Because it's, when you have a woman, you have to lead the woman. All right. So if you are, you can't lead 1 woman, what makes you think that you can lead 2 or 3 or 4? You do what I'm saying? So it's best for a man to get counsel before he, tries to have him more than 1 wife. It's important that brothers get counsel. So, it's important for a brother to get counsel with 1 wife. You know what I'm saying? And you don't have to have 1 wife. The same way you don't have to have 2, 3, or 4. You don't have to have 1. You can be without a woman. Nobody seems to have a problem with that. You know what I'm saying? Nobody be like, okay, why ain't, where in the scriptures did God say that we couldn't have 1 woman? I mean, you know what I'm saying? No women. Nobody that seems not to be a problem with nobody. It's always more than 1 woman. You don't argue about, why a man ain't got no woman. You do what I'm saying? It's just our sisters are, has grown to be, selfish and not understanding that, that the dynamic of having the the dynamic of having more than one, partner from your husband, how it can help, grow a nation, and how, it can also help your household. You just think about it. You got 2 incomes in the house. You do what I'm saying? You got 3 incomes in the house or something. You know what I mean? It can be a great and beautiful thing if, for one, if the man is righteous and able to lead in the right direction, and for 2, if the sisters aren't petty and selfish. Selfishness will destroy that dynamic. When that dynamic can be so great, if it's able to flourish in the way that it's supposed to. All right. But if somebody in the dynamic is petty and selfish, or if the brother is not leading the right way, you do what I'm saying, then, well, it's going to be problems. So I wouldn't advise it for anybody. You do what I'm saying? Unless you're getting counsel to be able to do it. All right. So, I hope that answered your question, Jasmine. But it's not a law that says that you cannot have more than one woman. And it's not a law that says that you can have more than one woman. You know what I'm saying? There are laws that, just in case you do, there are laws that you have to follow. And it's the Lord don't want you to dog his daughters out. You dig what I'm saying? And the Lord don't want you to dog, your children either. That's why that law is in place. All right. So there's a possibility that you might just not like the woman. You know what I'm saying? Relationships are hard, man. You know what I'm saying? They're not for the faint of heart. You know what I'm saying? You have to be committed and ready to go to war in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? And that goes for men, that goes for women. And you women out here who got men, who are not in the truth, and that's a hard thing for a sister. You know what I'm saying? It's a hard thing for a brother also, but it's very hard for a sister, because you have to, still be led by a man who, potentially is not a righteous man. You do what I'm saying? And that's something that's going to be hard for a sister. You have to be extra right to be able to even have the kind of, fortitude it's going to take to follow a man that's probably getting high, or, probably want you to be in a threesome, you know what I'm saying? And things of these natures, you know what I'm saying? You're going to have to deal with that. You'll be able to have to say no, you know what I'm saying? Because a woman don't have to do what a man tell her to do if it's unlawful. If he's telling you, you should follow what your man say do. You know what I'm saying? But if he's telling you to break the law, you know what I'm saying, to go against the Most High, you don't do that. You don't do that. You get counsel, and that can possibly be grounds to lead the brother. You know what I'm saying? If he's doing something to you, or something that's causing you to sin, or he wants you to sin, you don't have to follow that brother. All right. So so we teach that in the I.S.U.P.K, because people assume that every brother in the I.S.U.P.K got 10 wives. You know what I'm saying? They assume that, because we not against you having a wife, we don't speak against it. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about how many, where you put your rod at. You know what I'm saying? That ain't none of my concern. But my concern is, if you come and ask for counsel on what you should do, 9 times out of 10, you're going to be told in the I.S.U.P.K, y'all pay attention. 9 times out of 10, you're going to be told not to do it. You do what I'm saying? Because most brothers, the vast majority of brothers, are not prepared for what comes with having more than one woman. You do what I'm saying? So, you have to get yourself right and build yourself up strong enough to be able to handle more than one woman. Because you're going to have, petty fights, and these are women, You know, because a lot of women who come, and I'm gonna tell you something too. A lot of you brothers, y'all be thinking y'all slick. You gonna go put the rod on the sister first, and then be like, you know what, we married. You know what I'm saying? And she don't know nothing about it. She don't know nothing about our culture. She don't know nothing about, you know, how we get down. And you just go and, you know, find her, put the rod on her, and then be like, you know, I'm gonna bring you to class. You do what I'm saying? I mean, it's damn near like she getting initiated in the game. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, you beating her down to get down with the U.P.K. I mean, that ain't how we get down in here, man. That's not what we do. You know, a lot of brothers think they slick and they do that, man. They think it's a loophole because they, you know, we know that sex is marriage, but a lot of brothers will be like, you know, they'll go and have sex with a sister and then be like, okay, you know, we married according to the Bible. You know what I'm saying? And she been, you know, hoeing her whole life and she don't know nothing about what you talking about. And so guess what she gonna do? She gonna leave you. And you're gonna be like, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna move on to the next one. All you doing is out here, you know, making whores out of our sisters. And it's against the law, you know, it's against the law to have sex with whores. It's against the law to make whores out of our sisters. And it's also against the law to have sex with whores. So you breaking the law. You know what I'm saying? When you just trying to have sex with these sisters, knowing that they're going to leave you, and then, you know, you just be like, oh, well, she left. You know what I'm saying? What am I to do? My wife, you know, she left me. So now I'm not married anymore to her. And that's just wrong. You do what I'm saying? That's why we have 6 month, you know, 6 to 1 year month rule in here. You know, for 6 months, you can't talk to a sister at all. You do what I'm saying? If she in the school, you got to let her, she got to at least get, you know, her Hebrew name and get 6 months up on her belt. And then after that, you got to court for another 6 months. That's how it works. It's a whole year. That's how it works in here. And guess what? Everybody I know who does it like that, they have a better marriage. Now, I ain't saying that it works 100% of the time. You know what I'm saying? But most of the time, it works when you just do it like that. You know what I'm saying? Because the vast majority of times when you don't do it like that, the marriage don't work. You're going to have problems. We're trying to sneak in, you know what I'm saying? It's going to have problems because the main reason it's going to have problems is because, for one, you don't know the sister. And the sister don't know you. You do what I'm saying? You ain't gave yourself time to find out what the sisters is about. Just for you brothers out here, you ain't gave yourself time to find out if this the sister who you really want to lead. And you sisters out here, you ain't giving yourself time to find out, is this the brother that you really want to serve? You might be, you know, I like him, you know, I like his body, I like this, I like that about him. You know, he high-ranking officer. You know, a lot of you sisters chase rank too. You know what I'm saying? He a high-ranking officer. I want to, you know, be down with him. And then you get the brother, and you don't know that, you know, the brother feet stink. You know what I'm saying? He laying out in the bed with a brother, and you just like, man, I can't do this no more. You know, I don't like how he snore. I can't sleep next to him because he's snoring that way. You know what I'm saying? I can't do this no more. So now you falling out with the brother, falling out of love with the brother because of how the brother, you know, or it could be the sister in there snoring. You know what I'm saying? Could be you don't like how the sister snore. You know what I'm saying? Or it's something about her that you don't like. And be like, man, I ain't know she was like this. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know she did this, or I didn't know she did that. And now I'm stuck with her. So now you trying to find ways to get rid of her. You do what I'm saying? And you missing the whole point of being married. You do what I'm saying? The whole point is finding a woman that you want to lead for the rest of your life. And the woman's point is to find a man that she wants to serve for the rest of his life. That's what it's all about. Y'all got to meet like that. That's how you got to meet up. You do what I'm saying? It ain't about being with somebody who you gonna be ready to leave in 2 weeks or a month. I don't like how they doing. I don't like how she, do this and do that. She can't cook. I need me a woman that can cook. So now you finna go find you another woman simply because this woman can't cook. Then you gonna go find you another woman who can cook her butt off, but she can't. The house is dirty. She don't clean. So you don't went from a clean house and a woman who can't cook to a dirty house and a woman who can't cook. So you still having problems. You dig what I'm saying? Instead of teaching the woman how to cook, or at least teaching her how to cook for you. You dig what I'm saying? It's different when having a woman who know how to cook and a woman who know how to cook for me. Because if a woman just making all the things that I like the way that I like it, well, hey, yeah, she can cook for me. Now she might not can, boil hot dogs like crazy. I don't like hot dogs, you know what I'm saying? But if she can do everything that I like, that's what I want, and that's the point, man. The point ain't to go and just make relationships and have sex with sisters and have sex with brothers. That ain't the point. Because you're attracted to them. You do what I'm saying? It's like Jacob, and this goes on to the point that the sister was asking. It's like Jacob, he had 4 wives. All right. One wife he worked for 14 years to get. End up getting a damn sister on the cool. You know what I'm saying? He didn't want the sister. But guess what? The Lord wanted him to have a sister. Because he ended up, the woman that he really wanted, she only had 2 children. And the woman that he really didn't want, hell, he had damn near the whole tribe from her. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He had six kids out of her. And this is something, you got to think about that when you out here choosing these women, man. Is this a woman that you choosing that's going to, add value to you? Is she a liability, or is she, or a burden, or is she adding to you and to the relationship? She bringing something to the table, or is she pulling away from the table? I know she got a big old butt, and you know what I'm saying? It's got lumps in everywhere that you like it at. But what else is she bringing to the table? You do what I'm saying? What else is she going to bring? That's something that you got to think about when you're trying to find you a woman. And you brothers are looking for more than one woman. Well, is she going to be, is she a sister who's selfish? Because if she's a sister who's selfish, well, guess what? You got another woman. Is you taking that in consideration? Okay, I got a woman over here. She half-ass selfish herself. Why am I going to go get another selfish woman? They going to do what? Clash. They're going to be doing petty stuff. They're going to be trying to, keep you away from one another. This is something that you're going to have to ask yourself, brother. Is this what you want? Or you might have you a righteous woman. And then you go find you another righteous woman. You can have you a beautiful relationship when you got that. That dynamic right there. A righteous woman who not selfish and another righteous woman who not selfish. You can have you a beautiful dynamic. But if you got any one of them that's going to be selfish, you're going to have problems, man. You know what I'm saying? Are you ready for that? You do what I'm saying? You know your woman. You know that she's selfish and she don't want you to be with nobody else but her. You know what I'm saying? So why, and if you go get another woman, which you can, you're going to have to deal with, going to war with the woman who wants you all to herself. You know what I'm saying? And, brothers ain't scared of war. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But just know that that's what's coming. You do what I'm saying? You're gonna have to deal with that when you're dealing with these selfish sisters. All right. And that's what you have to prepare yourself for all of that that's coming, because that's coming with it. So make sure that you choose them wisely, man. I would get counsel. That's one of the great things that we got inside the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge is counsel. Even if you're dealing with a woman in the world or want to deal with a woman in the world, still I would get counsel about it. Hey man, you think I should do this, do that, do that? It's so many. I done seen so many brothers who ask for counsel, right, about what they should do, and then they get the correct counsel, and then do the exact opposite of the damn counsel, and then come back crying, talking about, man, what now they're going to counsel, they're going to marriage counsel because she don't want to listen to what he's saying. She don't want to do what he say do. She doing this, she doing that, she doing this, she doing that. When he went to counsel, when they was courting, and the counsel told him, man, I don't think y'all ready to be in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? I think that y'all should, rethink this or give it some more time. It be counsel like that. And, as soon as they, get away from the counsel, they go have sex. And then, it's all kind of problems in the relationship simply because you did not listen to counsel. I've seen this happen multiple times. Simply because you didn't listen to counsel. Now you got all the problems in the world. And now you're going through many, many counsels. Because, you called her for every little thing because you didn't know that she liked to fight and she liked to put hands on men. And, what I'm saying? This is, she get drunk and, she one of those, she not a hugger when she get drunk. She's a fighter. When she gets, you didn't know she had the drinking problem that she has. It's just a million things that, that you're going to go through because you did not listen to the counsel that you was given. And that's how, that's the story of, everybody who, don't listen to counsel. You do what I'm saying? So don't be mad at the counselor for telling you the truth, because when you get counsel, it's counsel that comes straight out of the scriptures. You know what I'm saying? It ain't it ain't about, how we feel about the sister or how we feel about the brother. It's about what does the scripture say when you're dealing with a relationship. And then when we add the scripture to your life, you see, and it don't add up, well, that's the counsel right there. That's how you get the conclusion of the counsel. All right. And, I've been through many counsels, and that's how it works. You know what I'm saying? So all you brothers and sisters who think that the I.S.U.P.K is just out here screwing every woman, you know what I'm saying? We got a saying too, they got a saying, hide the liquor in the women when the I.S.U.P.K come around. Because they're gonna get all the women and drink all the liquor. You know what I'm saying? And that's what these groups, these fake Israelite groups, they scared, what I'm saying, that we're gonna steal all the women. But it is what it is. The masculinity that's on the brothers, it just can't be stopped. But that don't mean that we, gonna be out here, screwing all these whores and you know what I'm saying, trying to, you know, screw every woman. It ain't about the lust. You do what I'm saying with us. A lot of people thinking that multiple wives has something to do with lust. So we just lustful and we just want to have sex with all these women, you know, and that's, you know, I do, you know, I love to have sex. Yeah, sex is great, you know, but I'm not putting my rod in every damn woman. You know what I'm saying? I don't know where the hell y'all getting that from. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want all them problems that come with putting my rod in a woman, because there's problems that gonna come with it, you know. So you have to be wise with the rod. You got to have the rod, the rod of wisdom. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You got to have wisdom with the rod. You know, when you got good rod, you got to have wisdom to go with it, man. Can't just be laying down good rod and thinking that, you know, these sisters is supposed to act right because you just don't put down the rod of correction. You dig what I'm saying? That ain't how it works. You got to be, you know, you got to be righteous with it. You know what I'm saying? Now, we tell fire in the I.S.U.P.K. That's what we do. You know, we get the spirit. Same way that the spirit of the Lord got on Joseph to, you know, to knock up Mary. Well, that's how the spirit of the Lord get on us. You know what I'm saying? We preach of the Lord. But yeah, if that answers your question, sister, you know, I hope it answered your question, because you know, this is a good topic to talk about, you know, because a lot of brothers and sisters, you know, a lot of sisters are, you know, scared that their man is gonna go get another woman, and not even realizing, you know, how righteous that could actually be. You know what I'm saying? If it's done right, you know, but it can't be done right if you're a selfish bitch. You do what I'm saying? It ain't gonna be done right, because you're gonna make sure it ain't done right. So you can, you know, he can pick one or the other. You know what I'm saying? And that's just coming from a sister, you know, not shedding herself from the world. Because when you shed yourself from the world, you know, it takes away the selfishness and that's in a sister. It's hard for a sister, you know, to do that. But I've seen it done so many times. You know what I'm saying? It's hard for a sister to be sisterly to another sister, because that's really what it boils down to. You know, if you break it all the way down, why a woman can't have, you know, handle her man having another woman, it's because of the, you know, she, you know, don't want to be sisterly. You know what I'm saying? And it comes from being taught in the Christian church that, you know, you should be, you know, that man belongs to you. You do what I'm saying? That's my man. I'm gonna go fight for him. You do what I'm saying? And all this old stuff. Why are you looking at my man? You know, and that's just what you was taught. And you know, the sad part is that your man have always had another woman. You do what I'm saying? That's the sad, and you know it. That's the sad part. You know that the man always had another woman anyway, but you know, want to fight the sister because of what a man is naturally going to do anyway. You do what I'm saying? All these women who are against multiple wives, here they got, you know, multiple baby daddies. As you understand what I'm saying? We got to be cool with you having multiple baby daddies, but you can't be cool with us having multiple wives. You do what I'm saying? We got to be cool with that. But you can't be, you know, cool with me having another woman that you know about. It's cool. And the sisters, you know, the sisters want you to lie to them. And brother, I'm just being straight up, man. Sisters want you to lie to them. They feel more comfortable and have more leverage when you lying to them. They ain't got no leverage when you tell them the truth. You know what I'm saying? Because you already told her, hey, man, I'm finna give me another woman. You know what I'm saying? This is what it is. They can't call you a lying bastard and a cheater when you done told them up front. Hey, this is what's finna happen, man. You see Gary right there? I'm finna court her. You do what I'm saying? Now you can't be low down and a cheater and a liar, you know what I'm saying, and give her, you know, reason to leave and all this stuff because, you know, of what you've done to her. When you telling her up front, you ain't doing nothing to her. But they don't want to hear that because they want to hear the lie. You do what I'm saying? And that's just the truth of the matter. You know, the U.P.K, we're not allowed to lie about another woman because, for one, it shows a weakness in a man. If I got to lie to my woman, what does that say about me and my woman's relationship? That means I'm scared of her. I'm scared of what she might think. I can't do what I want to do because she might not like it. She wearing the damn pants. I can't go give me another woman, man. My woman, she be tripping. And she like to fight. You know what I'm saying? I can't go give me another woman, man. You know what I'm saying? She gonna whoop her, yeah, she gonna try to whoop me, you know what I'm saying? Now I'm stuck with her. You know what I'm saying? Even though she don't listen to nothing I say or do nothing I say, you know what I'm saying? I'm stuck with her. You know what I'm saying? I can't do nothing. And that just shows how the dynamic of the relationship that you have with your woman. And how, you know, cowardly and how scared you are of, you know, the woman who you bending over, you know what I'm saying, and pulling her out. You dig what I'm saying? And all this other stuff. You actually terrified of her. It should probably be the other way around. That's how it look. You know, and you know, that's why a lot of these brothers don't go get, you know, another woman, even though they want another woman. It's because they scared of their woman and how she gonna think about it, you know. And in reality, if it was all up to you know, how a woman feels, guess what? No man would have another woman. Cause ain't no woman gonna be like, you know what? Yeah, that's, you know, hey, just wake you out of your sleep. Hey man, why don't you go get you another woman? You know what I'm saying? Ain't no woman doing it. Ain't no woman just, you know, throwing a parade because, you know, you finna go get you another woman. And she not gonna be happy about that. You know what I'm saying? Even if she a righteous sister and ultimately gonna live with it, she's still not gonna be happy about it. You do what I'm saying? That you doing it because it's just natural for a woman to just want, you know, to be to be with a man and have him all to herself. That's natural for a woman to feel that way. You know, but it's not natural for a man to just, you know, be. And this is something a woman got to understand too. You women out there, y'all got to understand, man. It's like 10 to 1 of y'all. Ain't it like 10 to 1? It's like 10 sisters out there to one brother. To every brother out here, it's 10 sisters out there. It's 10 women. Man. I mean, the odds of you know what I'm saying? The odds is not in y'all favor of a man just being with one woman when it's 9 other options out there. You know what I'm saying? The odds are just not in your favor. You know, the scriptures say, you know, a man gonna have, you know, 10 wives, you know, it's gonna be 10 women trying to get with him. You do what I'm saying? It's always, you know, 7 women gonna be trying to get with a man. The odds are just, you know, not in your favor to have a man to yourself for the rest of your life. Y'all gonna have to just get that through your head, man. I mean, just strictly by the numbers. Let's just do the numbers. Strictly by the numbers. It's not, you know, conceivable that a man is going to be with one woman forever. Just number wise. But, you know, sisters believe that, you know, a man has just got to be with her You know what I'm saying? Even though she, you know, treating him like trash, and you know, it's damn near like she bullying him. You know what I'm saying? And I'm speaking on behalf of you brothers out here, man. You know what I'm saying? Now, I can eat now. I'm gonna flip it on the sister side. A lot of you sisters out here, man, you know, you going and looking for a man, and you're not prepared to be there and serve the man. You do what I'm saying? Being in the truth, man, it causes a woman, you know, like I said, it's different than being in the world for a woman. You know what I'm saying? A woman in the truth, she has to value her man. You know what I'm saying? A woman in the truth has to understand that that man is everything. You know, there's laws inside of the scriptures, right? There's laws in the scriptures. So like, is there any questions on Facebook or anywhere? There's laws in the scriptures, right, about vows, right? Like if a woman was to make a vow, all right, in the house of, you know, in the presence of her husband, in the house of her husband. Like if she lived with her father, then if she make a vow inside of his house, then her father got to agree with her vow, all right, before the Lord would count her vow as being legit. All right, the Lord going to look at the man who's over her. If she's in her father's house, her father is over her. So if her father was like, "Nah, you're not doing that," but if she made a vow to the Lord, and the father was like, "Nah, I don't agree with that," then guess what? The Lord not going to agree with it. That's a law in the scriptures. And the same way, if she in the house with her husband, if she make a vow in the house with her husband, and her husband like, "Nah, I don't agree with it," guess what? The Most High not going to agree with it. He respects, you know, the authority of the man when you have a relationship. When you are in a relationship with him, he respects the Most High respects. This is not the Christian church. The Christian church will tell you that, you know, everybody got a personal relationship with God. That's not true. If you are in a relationship, if you are married, you are in a union with a woman and a man, the Most High respects what the man says above everything. He's the lead of that relationship. It's the Most High, Christ, the man, woman. That's the pecking order. All right. And that's how it goes. So you're going to have to follow in what the man says do. And what he says do. And like I said, if he's telling you to sin, you don't have to follow that. But if he's not telling you to sin, you got to follow it and do what he's telling you to do. And that's how women, that's how they gain respect from the Most High. You know, and a lot of sisters don't want to hear that because they ain't been taught that in no church. They ain't been taught that about God. How the hell God don't want to hear what I got to say? That's what these women, you know, but, you know, like I said, if you're not prepared to do that, you're not prepared to be in a relationship with a man, because the man, you know, his word should be like God said it to you. You're not prepared to be in that. You're not prepared to, you know, serve the Lord. And I know a lot of you sisters don't want to hear that, but you're going to hear it because it's the truth. You know, and that's the way that the Most High deals with sisters. You know, so don't rush into a relationship, sister. I know you know your little you know box is on fire, and it needs some affection. But man, you better, you know, put some ice down there or something. If, you know, before you try to, you know, just give it up to anybody, because you're going to cause yourself to be in a relationship that's going to be, you know, a lot of turmoil. simply because you just had to have some rod. And you think that this brother is good for you. And I hate you, man. I hate to see you sisters in these fake Israelite groups and these church groups, man, y'all is like, I know y'all going through it. Because, you know, you're not getting proper, the man ain't able to get proper counsel on how to lead you. And you sisters ain't getting proper counsel on how to choose a man. You know what I'm saying? Because in reality, that's what you're doing. You're thinking that we choosing women. Well, a woman has to submit to us. So it's her choosing us. You do what I'm saying? She's choosing who she wants to submit to. I don't give a damn how good my game is. If she ain't chose, if she don't want to submit to me, then I ain't no different than the next dude. You do what I'm saying? I'm no different than any other John, Paul, Peter. If she ain't chose to submit to me. Because if she ain't submitting to me, guess what? Who she's submitting to? It ain't me. You know what I'm saying? It's somebody else. So if she ain't choosing to submit to me, then there's nothing. You know, you're in a world of trouble. You're in a world of trouble, man. You know, and you're gonna have a relationship that's not gonna be productive. You know, you both are gonna be, you know, thinking of self and not thinking of how to advance as a couple. You're gonna be just thinking of self. You know, and it's not gonna be productive. And I'm slick giving you some game if you're paying attention. Don't do it. It's better, like Peter said, man, well, damn, if I got to do it, it's better for me not to even have a woman. You know what I'm saying? Peter said that. Peter said, if I got to go through all this with a woman, it's better for me not to even have a woman. And that's what's real. That's the truth, man. You know, in some cases, it's better for brothers not to even have a woman. You know what I'm saying? Peter was married though, but you know, Christ didn't have a woman. Paul didn't have a woman. I mean, there's plenty of people in the scriptures who didn't have any women, and there's plenty of women in the scriptures who didn't have any man. You know what I'm saying? Or they had a man and was widowed and never went and got another one. I mean, this goes down, man. You don't have to. You know, you can just marry the truth. Commit yourself to the Lord and just marry the truth. You know what I'm saying? That can happen, man. But if you out here, you know, out here searching, trying to find, you know, a woman, or you trying to find a man, do your research first. That's the advice I would give you. Do your research first, because a lot of people ain't ready to be in a committed relationship with another person. Because a lot of people don't even have their stuff together to be in a committed relationship with another person. And it's going to take that. It's going to take for you to be ready to, you know, a woman to be ready to serve, and a man to be ready to lead. I mean, you got to have that two dynamics right there in order to have a productive relationship. You got to. If you don't have that, you're not going to have a productive relationship. Or if the roles are reversed, you know, because the roles can get reversed like that. It can be a woman leading and a man serving. You do what I'm saying? It can be that also. If it's that way, then that's confusion. So that ain't gonna work either. It can't be Christ, it can't be God, Christ, the woman, then the man. That's confusion, man. The Lord ain't gonna be in that household. Satan is gonna reign in that household, and it's gonna be problems all the time. Because a man gonna eventually try to fight for his manhood that the sister already got. The sister got his manhood. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna be in a natural fight. When a man realizes that he's been submitting to her, and she's been leading him. That's confusion, according to the Lord. According to the structure of the Lord. All right, so you brothers and sisters, man, learn how to take care of yourself. That's what we call it in here. You shed yourself for the world. You shed yourself for the world, and then then you're able to be in a committed relationship after you shed yourself for the world. So like, find the scripture real quick. If y'all got any questions, y'all type the question in to the chat. You got any questions in here? That's a lot. Yo, that was a good question, man. That was a good question that the sister had. About being in having multiple wives. There's a lot of that's one of the biggest, when it comes to women, that's the biggest question that women have coming into the truth is about multiple wives, and it should be, how she's, the biggest question should be from all women is how can I be a better sister? You know what I'm saying? That should be the bigger question, but, most of the time, the vast majority of the time, it's about multiple wives and not about how can I love my sisters that, because women, man, they hate, they hate like no other. You know what I'm saying? Brothers, we hate each other, but when it comes to women, man, we don't hold a candle to the hate that a woman has. You know what I'm saying? Solomon said he'd rather be on a rooftop, sleeping on a rooftop, than to be in a house with a damn dragon. You do what I'm saying? And that's the truth of the matter, man. Our sisters, they don't come into the school worrying about, man, you know what, I've been an evil, wicked bitch my whole entire life and I want to stop doing that. Nah, they come in there asking about multiple wives. Like a nigga really want them being an evil, wicked bitch. You know what I'm saying? Change that first. You worrying about multiple wives. Change being a wicked, evil bitch. Let's start there. And then, because you can't get into the kingdom without sisterhood. You know what I'm saying? No matter how many women your man got, hell, that ain't gonna help you get in the kingdom. You need to worry about why ain't you, being sisterly. Or why ain't you, helping out, I don't know, helping out the priesthood. Why don't you cook for, why ain't you cooking for the school and feast days and things of that nature? And this ain't to nobody in particular. I'm just throwing this out here for all sisters, because a lot of sisters come in and that be their very first question, talking about, multiple wives. I'd be like, damn, why ain't you, asking questions about how, you could stop being messy or gossiping all the damn time. You know what I'm saying? Why ain't you asking questions on where them scriptures at? You got the script, holding a mirror up to your face and asking why you, still thinking the way that you think, like you was thinking in the world. What can stop me from thinking how I used to think in the world? That should be the question sisters to be coming in and asking. How can I change from what I used to be? You know what I'm saying? Because naturally a sister, when she coming in thinking about multiple wives, well, if your husband go get another wife, then what? Now what? What you gonna do? You gonna go get you a man? That's naturally what a woman used to do, right? In the world. I got him another woman. I have to go get me another man. Is that what you finna do now? So if that's not what you're gonna do, then what? Now what? You need to be trying to adapt to the situation, right? So either you're gonna leave or you need to adapt to the situation. So if you ain't going nowhere, then you need to be trying to fix yourself to adapt to what's going on right now. But and that's for a woman who really searching to, clean herself up. You know what? Why am I feeling like this? Why do I feel like, I want to fight this girl? Why don't I want to be sisterly to her? She ain't did absolutely nothing to me. You do what I'm saying? Why do I feel like this? Them questions you should be asking yourself. Why do I want to kill her? Why do I want to fight her? Why do I want to be evil and wicked to her? That girl ain't never did nothing to me. That's questions that a sister need to be asking. You should be holding a mirror up to yourself. I'll be like, okay, why do I feel like this? That's heavy. And, the vast majority of women can't do that. They want to, point the finger at the man. Well, I feel like it's because of what you just did. He ain't stopped treating you good. He ain't stopped, taking care of you. He ain't stopped none of that. But you're mad. Ask yourself, why am I mad? That nigga ain't did nothing to me. She ain't did nothing to me. He ain't did nothing to me. Why am I so mad? So the answer lies within you. And that's where, sisters don't want to go. They don't want to go to the mirror. And that's why the lying, the lying part is so strong for sisters. That they literally want you to lie to them. Because if you don't lie to them, then they don't have to go to the mirror. I mean, Salaki, if you lying to them, then they don't have to go to the mirror. Because now they got the bad guy. Now, it's a bad guy now. He's sneaking around doing this and doing that. So he's the bad guy. But if he telling you out top, this is what's going down, and you're going to have to adapt to this and, showing you, telling you how great this could be. But now you got to go to the mirror. Be like, well, damn, why am I so mad? He got it all planned out. Why can't I get on board with that? That's your mirror time right there. And a lot of sisters don't want to hear that. I don't want no damn mirror. I want this bitch to go. So I can have this nigga all to myself and, you know, continue to, you know, crush his life. Continue to, you know, be his nightmare. You know what I'm saying? All the myself. And, you know, that's life. You know, that's why you need to make those decisions early. What you gonna do before you know, wreck somebody's life? You know, and like the sisters need to make those decisions too. You know, do I want to serve this man or do I want to be a damn headache to him? No, that's the questions you need to be asking yourself. All right. I didn't intend for this class to turn into, you know, a Dr. Phil breakdown class, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? We gotta teach our sisters, man. You know what I'm saying? The same way that we teach, you know, our brothers. All right. Y'all got any more questions about anything? If not, ain't no questions online. If not, we the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, start out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under command of General YAHANNA. I'm also the Quam of the Nashville School, and that's my time. Shalom.
They killed, give me Isaiah 14 and 21. They did the same thing to my people. So that you said that they put millions of my houses. Yes, you said so. Should a murderer go to jail for murdering? Absolutely. Should a thief go to jail when he steals? Absolutely. Should a robber pay back the money he robbed? Absolutely. So why shouldn't the white man pay for what he did? That's right. That's right.
One day you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a I'm in a hell of a hole, was never expected to grow. Just obstacle set in the road, that a result of me selling my soul. The story I'm telling is cold, but yet it's what everyone knows. The white man's the devil is known. America was never a home, only a place of captivity, saved facility, hating, disfigure me. They claim that I'm lazy, be killing me. Maybe this slavery draining my energy. 400 years and counting, the trail of my tears is countless. Main fact that I'm here is astounding, but I can't wait till this shit is surrounded. Ready to tangle my king and the angels, be ready to rap. Cracking the sky, nuclear missiles and make it official. I'm capturing every cracker surviving. Put them all in chains where they need to be, slavery for me. And let the whole world see that with them in the cage and safer in the streets. Put the dog on a leash, get resolved for the beast. 144, get the ruler show, we could all be at peace. As soon as the trumpets are sound, your kingdom we busting it down. The only way justice is found, the time for your judgment is now. You'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
Look, ain't no remorse in my blood slim. It won't be no compromise. Now it's time to feed the worms. Watch his body turn to flies. I clutch iron while you trust the lies. The next Glock I back gon' be Gen 5. I get it customized. And sending shots off like farewell. Praying payback come back around like a carousel. Still remember YAHANNA's words ringing in my head like bells. Said you in this body, you fit a Lord, fuck the cartel. Triangle choke, apply pressure to the game like I did Von Dale. Payback a bitch in a dress. She a bombshell. Revenge is served cold. I just hope they making oxtail. Glock fresh out the box. I swear it got that new car smell. Made myself a target in the world of mass shooters. That was designed fast for our babies to pass through. In the day of our king's reign, I'll be overzealous. They bought my jealous. I bought brand new pair of bellows.
Someday you'll see just how